What is Twitter's new feature, Go Live? That's hashtag Go Live. What does it mean? Does it mean Periscope is going away? Does it change anything for you? We are going to dive into all of that on today's episode of Live Streaming Pros, the show where we help you become a live streaming pro. We help you start, grow, and monetize your own live show. So let's have some fun today. All right, so we are talking about Twitter's Go Live feature today. It just was released this morning, and so I'm going to do a live demo so you can see what it looks like and how you access this new feature. We are also going to talk through some of your questions that came in before the show started on our Live Streaming Pros Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/livestreamingpros. If you're not a part of that, get on in there so you can learn and be part of the community. But there were several questions that came through from that. We're going to talk through all of these details. This show is, of course, for you, so be sure to comment if you're watching live, and if you are watching the replay, we appreciate you watching. Be sure to join us live every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so let's get to it. So Go Live is Twitter's new feature within Twitter. So let's back up here a little bit. Facebook has nothing to do with this. Not yet. We're going to talk about what Facebook has to do with it. But Twitter owns Periscope, and Twitter now, the two have been very separate. Twitter is Twitter, and the Periscope, you go live on Periscope. Now, a while back, they did integrate it a little bit so that Periscope, you can tweet when you go live on Periscope, and it will send the embedded video over to your Twitter profile. So that looks pretty much the same exact as it has in the past now with the new feature. But let me show you what this looks like. So we're going to go to my phone here and do a live demo. So this is our Live Streaming Pros Twitter account. And you'll notice when you hit the tweet button, there we go. Instead of, photo and video, which you just had before, and then your gallery, we now have a live button. And so you hit that, and it actually opens up the Periscope app. Whoops. I had to sign into a different account. So there we go. And so now let's go back to Twitter. Let me do that again so you can see the whole flow when you're actually logged in. So hit the live button, and then you can go live, and you're ready to go. Now this is the Periscope app. This is Periscope infrastructure. And I'm gonna just do this. Go live. All right. And now I'm live, right? So there we go. So you can actually go to twitter.com/LSPHQ or periscope.tv/LSPHQ and see this. And it's really just the same exact thing. The only difference is that go live button. Now, if I end this, hello, Patty, we are actually doing, head on over to periscope.tv/Luria Petrucci. That's where we're streaming from today. We're doing a live demo on this account. So I'm going to actually end this real quick. And now you'll see that once I end it, I'm back in the Twitter app as opposed to the Periscope app. So those are the differences. It really is it's just a little bit more integrated. It's just a little bit more kind of together. Now let's talk a little bit about this. Sorry, Skip is pointing out that I put Periscope on horizontal. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about too many things. I've got multiple things going on here. I totally forgot to turn it landscape. Do not ever do what I just did. Turn Periscope landscape. Thank you, Skip, for keeping me in check there. Okay, so, the thing I've always said about Periscope is that that Twitter has to be more integrated with Periscope if it's going to ever compete in full with Facebook. Facebook is killing it. Yes, it has its downsides, but it has a whole lot more features. It has a whole lot more capability from a broadcaster perspective and a viewer perspective than Periscope does. Periscope has some features that win out over Facebook, but as a whole, Periscope is not where it needs to be yet. And I've always said Periscope and Twitter need to be fully integrated, and I think that that's where it's going. I would venture to say, even though there are articles where Twitter is saying Periscope is sticking around, Periscope isn't going anywhere, I would venture to say that yes, in a few months' time, between 3 and 9 months from now, 6 month leeway there, that we will not see Periscope anymore, that it will be all Twitter integrated. Now, the downsides to this is that some businesses, some people have built their entire worlds, their live worlds on Periscope alone, and don't even have much of a presence on Twitter. So that is something that you need to think about if you're using Periscope only, that you need to make sure that you have the integration with Twitter so that you're using that hand in hand if this happens. Even if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't really harm you, right? But they should be integrating it more and more. And I believe that that's where they'll go in the future in order to have more of an ability to kind of grow and move forward. Now, it's really not, I know everybody's putting so much hey, it's Twitter's Go Live today, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's a minute little step in the right direction, but it's not a massive big deal today, right? Because as you saw from the live demo, it's a button, and you do you do have a little bit more integration, but it's easier, but it's not where they need to be. So I look forward to kind of where they're going in the future. So I think Periscope will wind up going away one day. So I know that we had a lot of questions about that. So hopefully that answers your questions. So I think that about, I know it's very, very quick, but that's about it for the update itself. And I'm going to answer some questions for the live stream in terms of what you want to know in addition to.